Are you really making money or are you playing yourself? You better learn how to break even. Now let's go.
Malcolm Garvey, Huey.
It's James the
Malcolm
Grill,
Garvey,
James
Huey.
Grill,
Their life is like a movie. I die, I organize. Everything I do's revolutionize. I build what's good for the whole damn hood. Study G's like these, really think you should.
Look, Checkmate 007 coming back at you. I got a mission for you. This is episode 12, GrassRoots Financial Literacy. Now we're gonna talk about break-even analysis. So I'm going to prove whether or not you are making money or working yourself into a corner. This is from our entrepreneurs and solopreneurs. I gotta get it, y'all. We need to get real here. Now the break-even point sounds exactly like what it is. The point to where you are break even. Balance out the scales. Now the formula is simply put. Now we have the break-even quantity. Now you have fixed costs. You have sales price per unit minus the variable cost per unit. Now let's do a breakdown of what these really mean. Fixed cost is like rent, rarely changes. You have sales price per unit. Simple. It's the price you're selling the product for. And then you have variable cost. That's the cost it costs to make the product. That changes like lights and water, depending on where you get your resources from and all of that jazz. Now, let's start plugging in some numbers here. Now, our example problem is going to start with 120 divided by, we're selling a product for $40, but it costs us $20 to make. Look at the example. So we have 40 minus 20 first, which leaves us with 20. Now that 120 is going to be divided by the remaining 20. And you're going to get 6. Which means you need to sell 6 items to break even. Now let's talk about why this is. Now let's move on to some more examples. Before you make profit, you got to sell 6. Now let's move on to 2 more for practice, right? We're going to start with the fixed cost being at $150. And look, we're going to sell the product at $30. And it's going to cost us $15 to make. So we're going to take that 30, subtract it by that 15, and then we're left with 15. Then we're going to have 150 divided by that 15, remaining 15, and we're going to end up with 10 items. So we need to sell 10 items to break even. Now pause here because we're going to do one together. Good. Now look, the fixed cost is $300. We're selling the product for $50, but it's costing us $25 to make. Those are your 3 numbers. Go and do the math. Pause here. We're back. So 50 minus 25 is going to give you that 25. If you did that, it's going to give yourself a hand clap. This is a very important formula to know, especially when you go into business for yourself. 300 divided by 25 is going to give you 12 items that you need to be able to sell before you even break even. If not, you are still in a hole. Now, the reason why this is important is for the fact that we get on a certain high, cloud 9, from making a sale. Because we're thinking, well, we've made some profit. No. You're not understanding there's a bar that has to be reached to break even, and that is the break even quantity. Until you get there, you are in the hole. You have not made true profit. So now look, let's try one more, right? Because I'm going to show you why this is important in a second, right? Because you got to learn how to pay yourself. Let's take, you sold 15 for the day. You on fire. You killing the game. And let's say it costs $20 a piece. So you done made about 300. Okay, so we got 300, right? So we done made $300 in profit, but the fixed cost is 20. Now we've left with $180 in profit now, right? Now, let me bring you back to the question, right? Because we love looking at the money, right? But let me ask you a more important question. How long did it take you to make it? How long did it take you to make the product? How long did it take you to sell it? How long did it take you to market it? Okay? Let's say that was one day, being nice. So $180 divided by 8. Go and toss it in the calculator. You might like it, you might not. You will end up with about $22.50. Now that'll bring you to about $45,000 a year if you work 5 days a week and all that jazz up. Now, this is why a lot of entrepreneurs fail. Because you don't set any real attainable goals at any reasonable timetable. There should be goals in life in general. And for business, it is a must. Business is finite. Gotta get out these gray areas. Business is very black and white. We see the money, it needs to be there. Your dreams, better wake up. Okay? This is a hard life when you're an entrepreneur. Now, your goals need to be daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly to accomplish. And it has to be more than just keeping the business afloat. I keep seeing a lot of products sold, but you still working a regular job, which means we're not treating our business like a business. You need to mind your business. I don't think you really see it that way. We look at it like a glorified hobby, a hustle. Everybody want to be a hustler now. It is what it is. I'm not going to get into diversification because that's a big issue with products. Because you can check episode 9 to get a breakdown of that. That's when I break down diversification of assets. But man, look, Checkmate 007 out, man. Mind your business. I'm going to definitely mind mine.
I organize everything I do's revolutionize. I build what's good for the whole damn hood.